Good morning, all you beautiful people. As usual, this is going to be direct and to the point. We have seen AI tokens ripping recently, but I well and truly believe that this is only scratching the surface right now of where things are headed. This sector is going to be, in my opinion, responsible for some of the biggest gains that we are going to see within the crypto space, which of course presents us with an opportunity right now when AI is still seemingly so undervalued as a sector. We are seeing so many other sectors right now ranked higher than AI within the crypto world based on the value and the volume inherent. But huge companies like Nvidia are gearing up massively for this AI upcoming bubble narrative that's going to be a lot more dominant as things go forward. For anyone not paying attention to the wider stock market, in short, their earnings beat all expectations. They're now valued at over $2 trillion market cap, and they're close on the heels of Apple, even, especially when it comes to grabbing that highly contested GPU market. And when we look at where they're focusing their efforts right now and their energy, we can see that AI is a huge part of their future. We have the Nvidia AI conference coming up as well in a few days, where we will see many AI founders and people of industry authority speaking and plotting. This is a conference we should all be paying attention to. I certainly will. It's one of the biggest conferences set for 2024 within the AI space that's set to plot a course for 2024, 2025, and beyond. It's going to be a great indicator of what to look out for this cycle and cycles thereafter. It's a great way to stay relevant. So if you can, catch as much of the news coming from that as you possibly can. Now, AI infrastructure spending. It's set to be around $200 billion this year. I personally think it's going to be more, but that's what we're trending towards right now, as estimated by the people in the know. You can go take a look at Crunchbase and see that heading into 2024 has seen a huge uptake in AI funding. Massive companies like Alibaba are taking the lead in funding rounds alongside huge VC groups like Sequoia Capital. China, in general, seem to be going balls deep into AI funding right now in 2024 as the new year has kicked off. And this isn't likely to slow down. You know, I like to read which way the wind is blowing, right? And right now, it's pretty clear to me in this sector which way that is. So, where do I see the biggest opportunity in the AI space as we go forward? And in short, I see it at the intersection of AI and decentralized physical infrastructure networks, or DePIN. As with any sector in crypto, you tend to have your short term pump trades based on micro narrative and sector news and sentiment. Then you have your longer term holds that you see longer term potential in based on more of that fundamental analysis and larger market selling points. If you know me, you know that this is where I prefer to live. Right now, much of the shorter term options, in my opinion, that call themselves AI projects aren't actually AI projects, but rather trade as, let's say, AI affiliated projects. The main fundamental basis of their products might actually not rely on AI at all, may just have some kind of AI integration of some kind that, of course, isn't special. Anyone can build them, and their price performance is likely going to and is piggybacking off the use of that AI buzzword, right? This doesn't mean that they are duds from a short-term perspective. Some of these may actually do very well on the lead up to true AI dominance. And no doubt there are going to be folks staying incredibly relevant and up to date in this sector, and they'll be able to play things for their benefit. But if you want to position yourself strongly in the long term for actual AI dominance plays within crypto, then right now, as I see it, it's the infrastructure plays that are going to be the winners. Long-term projects building real AI applications or facilitating real AI applications via decentralized networks. For instance, right now, we can tell that this increasing interest into the AI sector is one of the main causes of GPU shortages, which also is one of the main drivers of Nvidia's huge price movement as of late, performing hugely well. This is why we talk about DePIN so much as being a total powerhouse sector in the crypto space. These are the projects coming to fruition that are making the required compute facilitation both cheaper and more accessible within the space. and are combating that GPU shortage that is perpetuating. We've talked about some of the folks in this space right now, like Render, like Near Protocol, that look out to help in this regard quite a lot, both having seen some upward price movement this last week or so in advance of Nvidia's conference, where we have the founders speaking. So wait until the conference uptick dies down before possibly taking a position if you are indeed inclined to do so. Right now in our private group, we're looking at some really impressive positions to be taking that I think are going to be fantastic within this deep in space. Projects that I think are going to crush it over this cycle. To me, this is where the true opportunity is. So it's going to be super important to monitor this sector closely to ensure that you're making the right decisions on where to place your bets. Like a lot of crypto, this is an arena that is seeing huge shifts in funding, in narrative, development, you name it. Unlike other times of huge development and technology evolution, we're going to see many intersecting areas of crypto and opportunity. AI, deepin, gaming, Web3, deep DeFi. That may have been a term that I'm coining myself, but you know what I'm saying. Our job is to make sure we are getting exposure to the right projects that will make us the most money. Simple, right? Sub, like, comment, join a private group, stay in the loop. I want all of us to absolutely crush it this cycle. So keep a positive mentality despite any shenanigans that may be going on in certain ecosystem or projects that you're in right now. The future is very bright. Our job is to make sure that we're capitalizing on any and all opportunities that we see and taking home as much of a return as we possibly can. That's all I'm interested in on this channel. If you are interested in it too, follow along, join our community, leave a comment. I love you all. I'll catch you on the next one.